Hello, everyone. Day 10 of the 12 days of Christmas. And today I would like to talk about alone time. Oh my God. I know as a caregiver, you shouldn't. I mean, it's not like you should in order to keep on being functional, but man, not manage, that's also okay because you're meant to sacrifice. Ooh. And this is a conversation I would like to hear way more. There, as caregiver, both of elder people and younger people, there often is a sense of overwhelm or resentment as we have the tendency to put other first and their needs and their desire and whatever, and then we put ourselves last. And this is deemed to be only fair and correct and actually matching with the role of a good parent, of a good daughter or son. So everywhere we bought into the lie of abnegation, or which, funny enough, I was looking it up because in Italian it is abnegazione. So, that was gonna work. But a synonym for that in English is self-denial. Does it ring a bell? It does ring a bell for me. Self-denial, the word is a talking word. So anyway, today I would like to talk about a tool that I know you know, but what about instituting that? And it's about taking instituting alone time far from everyone monthly. And I know it might seem a challenge, but here. Oh, sorry, I got a notification. Anyway, so well, the benefits, well, mental health and sanity, of course, but there is also this chance for you to, well, recharge your batteries and kind of rediscover your individuality. Because what happens as caregiver is that we're constantly trapped in a very tight net of relationship where you're never independent from anyone else. And sometimes you really need to reconsider your identity, your role, who you are outside of parenting or, you know, giving care to anyone. Um, that's that is extremely burdening when you feel like your identity is matched with your purpose, which is taking care of other people. You might feel quite depleted and again resentful and overwhelmed. Like you need to push everything aside to first off take care of other, and then maybe there is time to spare yourself. And what would it take for us to have earnest, peaceful conversation about that rather than, buying into the ideal role model of the, again, self-denial caregiver, you should, etc. It's amazing, yes, but what if it does, rather than doing it from the spirit of obligation, you could do it from a lightness, a choice, and aliveness that includes you in the equation, right? So taking some time out, other than recharge and rediscover your lost individuality at times, it helps with boosting your mood, your patience, your gratitude, and the connection with whomever you have around, as you know that they have your back as much as they have, as you have yours. I notice that every time I do that, when I come home, my husband is always like, "Oh my God, I notice how, often you cook, or how, yeah, often you do this and that." And so this going far away helps us to kind of reconnect in a deeper, more grateful way. And then, as an individual, because we're individual, you can refresh and update your priorities. So, what is relevant for you now? And most important, which I don't know if it's most important, honestly, but I think it's a very educational moment, both looking at children and parents. You are setting a self-care example by instituting time, space, nurturance, and just silence. God bless it. Sometimes I feel that's the element I crave for the most is self-care example that people can choose to emulate if they wish. And I believe that parenting or existing on this planet, in the case of, with your parents, by example, is the most effective way to be a leader, rather than so much talking. And so, again, why are there so many saying that goes fill your cup first or put your oxygen mask on, da da da? Well, because they're relevant, because it is an invitation for you to be in the equation and then consider everything else as well. Okay. So my challenge for today is this: put pull out your agenda and book yourself some time for yourself. And if you have a partner you live with, organize it and make sure that you go out. And it can even be one day if three is too much, but like set a date, put it on your agenda. Make sure that you are gonna make a spot for you, that you are on your quote unquote to-do list, you know? So make sure that you do that and then go away. There might be a moment, and you might have noticed there's a change of setting. I am in my living room. I am never in my living room. Why? Well, because my kids are here. And so I leave the bigger space to them, and I am in my studio because I can close the door. Here I cannot close the door. There are many doors to be closed. And what if you could be occupy greater space, and rather than trying to exist in the crevices where like you don't bother or the other people allow you to exist and to have time for yourself? What if you really, again, mark it down in your calendar and make sure that you institute some space for you? And again, it might be challenging. There might be some moment where you're like, oh my God, I got nothing to do. It might be uncomfortable. That is great. Uncomfortable is where any change, difference comes from. Okay. So thank you for being here today. If you'd like to have more of this conversation, please subscribe to my channel. It's here for you. And then go and check out the Access Consciousness website and my profile page. There is an introduction of Conscious Parent, Conscious Kids, where we talk about that and much, much more later on this month. So please make sure you come aboard with your own question, and let's see where we can go from there. And I will see you tomorrow.